What happened to eBay and why you should start cross-listing. Hey there, fellow online sellers and e-commerce enthusiasts, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we've got a hot topic that's been on the minds of many online sellers, the transformation to eBay, and why it might be time to consider cross-listing your items onto other platforms. eBay, once the go-to marketplace for buying and selling almost anything, has undergone significant changes in recent years. While eBay was once a thriving ecosystem for small and large sellers alike, many sellers are finding it less appealing today. Over the years, eBay has evolved its logo, but some argue that its core values have shifted even more dramatically. One of the biggest issues that sellers are facing on eBay is the platform's increasing focus on promoted listings. Promoted listings can be a useful tool for sellers to increase their visibility. However, eBay's aggressive push for promoted listings has led to some serious problems. When you search for an item on eBay, you'd expect to see the most relevant results, right? Unfortunately, eBay's emphasis on promoted listings often drowns out those relevant results. This has left many sellers frustrated as their listings get buried under the sponsored content, making it harder for them to connect with potential buyers organically. Another issue plaguing eBay is the mobile experience, or lack thereof. In today's world, mobile shopping is a big deal. However, eBay's mobile app has some limitations that are quite baffling. On eBay's mobile app, you'll often find results displayed in your search that are completely irrelevant to what you're looking to buy. This is thanks to eBay's size and dependence on an aging and proprietary search engine named Cassini. These Y2K search results severely limit the chances buyers have, potentially leading to missed opportunities for sellers. Beyond these technical issues, customer support is another significant concern for eBay sellers. When it comes to addressing seller concerns or resolving issues, eBay's customer support often falls short. Many sellers report difficulties in getting help when they need it. Let's talk about why cross-listing your items onto multiple platforms might be the smart move, and how using cross-listing services like Vendoo or List Perfectly can make this process even more efficient. By listing your products on platforms like Poshmark, Mercari, and Etsy, you can tap into new audiences and potentially increase your sales. Plus, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket, reducing your reliance on a single platform. To make the cross-listing process easier, you can turn to services like Vendoo or List Perfectly. With these cross-listing services, you can manage your inventory efficiently, synchronize your listings across multiple platforms, and even update product details with just a few clicks. While eBay was once a thriving marketplace for both buyers and sellers, it seems that the platform has shifted its focus predominantly to the buyers. Unfortunately, this has led to some unsettling seller experiences. It's disheartening to see that eBay sometimes doesn't provide the support sellers need when dealing with problematic buyers. For instance, when a buyer claims item not as described and forces a return, eBay often seems to side with the buyer without thoroughly investigating the issue. Additionally, some buyers have discovered that they can use negative feedback as a tool for extortion, whether it's the seller's fault or not. Furthermore, eBay's customer support has taken a hit. In the past, sellers could call eBay for assistance. However, the platform has now shifted to a live chat and request a callback system. This new system can be frustrating for sellers, as after 2 to 3 calls, eBay may restrict your ability to request a call back, leaving you with only one option, and that's to send an email. What's even more concerning is that some sellers report that eBay can be unresponsive when they feel annoyed, regardless of whether the seller is guilty or innocent of the issue at hand. This shift in eBay's approach to customer support has left many sellers feeling unheard and left to navigate difficult situations on their own. And oftentimes, the customer service representatives are just as powerless. This is a troubling trend because eBay seems to have forgotten about the seller and focused solely on the buyer's satisfaction. They appear to have lost sight of the fact that without sellers, they wouldn't have any buyers in the first place. In conclusion, eBay's transformation over the years has raised significant concern for sellers, from their shift towards promoted listings and mobile limitations to seller-focused issues like inadequate support and potential extortion. It's clear that eBay's priorities have shifted. So if you're facing these challenges on eBay, consider exploring alternatives like Poshmark, Mercari, and Etsy, and don't forget to use cross-listing services like Vendoo or List Perfectly to streamline your multi-channel selling strategy. And remember, as an online seller, your success is crucial to the e-commerce ecosystem, and platforms should prioritize both buyers and sellers for a healthy marketplace. If you feel like you're not being heard, well, maybe it's time to move somewhere that listens. That's it for today's video. I hope you found this information valuable, and if you did, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And as always, happy selling.